each other, to love and to cherish as long as you both shall live, no matter what. And then you will take each other's hand and in turn make a solemn vow that you will love and cherish each other, no matter what, as long as you both shall live. Now, love that can be declared as an act of the will, or be offered as a solemn vow and promise, can't be a kind of passing fancy or a fleeting feeling. It has to be much deeper than that. It is actually a decision, an act of the will. It has to be of the same order of that love that Paul speaks about in that first reading. And it has to be a love of that same order as the love that Jesus speaks about in the second reading, when he says, "This is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you." He's really inviting you to love out of the experience of his love for you. If you like, God's love for you. The truth is, of course, that we can only love out of the experience of being loved. That's why St. John says, we love because God first loved us. And I want to just invite you to reflect on how we experience God's love in Christ. Because it is the pattern of the love that you are pledging to each other. I think the first thing that I would want to say is that we experience that love as self-giving. People kind of, without thinking, say the opposite to love is hate. But the opposite to love is selfishness, self-absorption, being wrapped up in oneself. The true quality of love is that it gives of itself. And I think the second thing that I would want to say about how we experience that love, we experience it as a love that gives and doesn't count the cost. You know what so often passes for human love is really more like an investment. You hear people say, "Look at all I've done for him or her," and that's how they respond. It's as though all that you've done, all that you've given, is in order to get something back. But true love is not seeking to get anything back, it's seeking to give. And I think the third way we experience that love is a love which is unconditional. There's never a point at which God says to us, or Jesus says to us, "I'll love you if you love me. I'll love you if you do what I want." That love is totally unconditional. It accepts us as we are. We experience it as a love that sets us free to be ourselves. And there's nothing in love that possesses